Welcome, Alex. Welcome, Meridian. Thank you for being here, Lux. Vivian, thank you for being here. Naomi, thank you for being here. Penelope, thank you for being here. Logan, I know you're there. Where are you? Katana, thank you for being there. Lucy, thank you for being here. Jasmine, thank you for being here. I want to say Hasmin, but I know I don't. It's so hard. Donovan, good morning. Thank you for being here. Abbott, good morning. Kate, thank you for being here. Kate, Abbott, Maddie, Addison, thank you so much. Kylie, thank you for being here. Layla, thank you for being here. Bryn, thank you for being here. Miss Brianna, thank you for being here. Ziana, thank you for being here. Zachariah, thank you for being here. Sebastian, gracias por estar aquí. Amaya, thank you for being here. Lauren, thank you for being here. Zara, thank you for being here. Macy, thank you for being here. Ethan, thank you for being here. Yes. Zishan, thank you for being here. Did I okay a little bit? I'm hoping that sounded okay. And Xavier, thank you for being here. All right, we have a special lesson today for Miss Brianna. She's getting all ready. And you can take it away when you're ready, Miss Brianna.
All right, thank you. Good morning, everybody. We're excited it's Friday. Okay. So let's see. Can anyone see that? Yes? Thumbs up. Can everyone see the screen? Awesome. Okay. So for this lesson, I don't want you guys to have to write anything down or anything like that. I just want you to listen and then we're going to talk about it, okay? Okay, so today we're going to read a book called A Bowl Full of Peace. Now, this is actually a true story, and I want you to remember what we've been learning this week about telling our true stories, right? From our points of view, it's very important, right? Okay, so I'm gonna ask a question. Who has ever had conflict with another person? It could be with your siblings, with your friends, with your classmates. If anyone wants to unmute themselves and tell them if you ever had a experience like this. Let's go with, let's see. Let's go with Penelope.
Sometimes I have, like, when I was in South Carolina, I would have a lot of fights with the people in my class.
Oh, okay. Anyone else? Donovan?
What does conflict mean?
Conflict mean? It means when you have a problem with someone, or there's like an argument with someone, when you have a problem with someone. Let's go, Zachariah.
I've had tons and tons of experience. My sister and me get into like at least one fight every day.
Oh no, so you have your fights with your siblings?
Yeah, and sometimes once it was my birthday at somewhere and I had a big fight because I had friends and cousins that were over for like somewhere, and then they split it up. I tried to get them back together, but then all three of them were together and I couldn't find them until the fun was over.
And Zachariah, how did that make you feel?
Made me feel a little mad that they didn't want to play with me, but then did want to play with me.
Oh.
I don't understand. They wanted to play by themselves, they said, and then they walked away, and then they wanted to play again just like a minute later, and I go off to find them.
Oh.
So we don't find each other. I bet they'd go back to the place where I was, and I bet I went up on the very top. Tried to find them. I think I saw one of them.
Okay, how about Naomi? You ever had a conflict with somebody? How did that make you feel?
I had an argument, like tons of arguments every like twice a day with my brother and sister.
Oh, with your siblings.
Hmm.
Oh,
And
how
they're younger
you
than
know,
me.
it's sad. I'm sorry?
They're younger than me, so yeah.
You just brush it off.
Hmm.
Okay. That's it. It's important that we know about conflict and how it makes us feel, okay? So just remember that while we're reading the story, okay? Okay. Oopsie. Okay, so we're gonna be learning a few just vocabulary words first. Can everyone see the screen? Yes. Okay, so this is a long word. It's gonna be hard to pronunciate. It's called itadakimasu. At least that's how I think you pronounce it. Itadakimasu. Okay? And this word means we humbly receive. It's basically a traditional spokenly before eating a meal. This Japanese word means we humbly receive. Okay? All right. And then we have suffering and peace. Does anyone know what suffering means? Okay, let's go, Bryn. Bryn, can I hear what do you think suffering means?
I think suffering means like you're suffering over something,
You're
something bad.
You're suffering over something bad. Awesome. Okay. That's what I think what it means too. How about the word peace? Do we know what peace means? Let's go, Vivian.
Peace is like the opposite of conflict.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like where everyone like is kind of just like very like everyone agrees,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like a very quiet place and very happy too. Like
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we have these words. Itadakimasu is we humbly receive food right before we're eating. Suffering, to feel or endure pain, illness, or injury, to experience something unpleasant. And we have peace, when everything is calm and in harmony. That's a very big word, harmony, which means that when you're not fighting, okay? Okay, so a bowl full of peace. Like I said, this word, itadakimasu. I think that's how you say it. I'm like hoping that's how you pronounce it. So traditionally spoken before eating a meal, this Japanese word means we humbly receive this food. Okay, now we're gonna start with the story. No one knows old grandmother's bowl. No one knows how old grandmother's bowl is. No one remembers who made it. No one can count how many times the bowl has passed from mother to daughter. But everyone knows grandmother's bowl is precious. The city of Nagasaki sits along the Sea of Japan. Mountains rise up around the harbor, and houses made of wood with paper windows dot the hillsides. On hot afternoons, Sachiko and her brothers Aki and Ichiro chase dragonflies as cicados buzz their summer song. In the evening, Sachiko's family gathers together. Mother places grandmother's bowl in the middle of the low table. As always, the bowl offers a good things to eat: squid, eel, octopus, and udon noodles. Sachiko and her family press their hands together and bow their heads. Itadakimasu, they whisper. So right here we can see grandmother's bowl. It's that green bowl right in the middle of their table with the food. As Sachiko grows older, the sounds of war come to Nagasaki. The clanging of hammers building torpedoes, the marching of soldiers training for battle, the cries of those whose husbands, fathers, and brothers have been killed in the fighting. War for Sachiko means less and less of everything. Now grandmother's bowl offers only bits of mackerel floating in the broth, but the family is still together. Even Sister Misa and little Toshi learned to press their hands together. Itadakimasu. The sounds of war grow even closer. The grunts of boys and girls digging air raid shelters into hillsides. The wail of air raid sirens echoing through the city. The rumbles of enemy bombers flying overhead. Sachiko is eager to start school, but after the first day, the school closes. Too dangerous, says the principal as he looks up to the sky. The family still gathers each night for the evening meal. Now, grandmother's bowl offers only wheat balls floating in boiled water. Mother says, "Eat everything, children. Every bit is precious." Sachiko and her family press their hands together and bow their heads. Itadakimasu. Summer comes again. The hot month of August arrives. On August 9th, Sachiko's father visits a sick friend. Mother prepares breakfast. Akiichiro and Sachiko wait at the low table. So do Misa and little Toshi. Suddenly, the air raid sirens begin to wail. Everyone runs for shelter. They leave everything behind, even grandmother's bowl. Together they huddle in the cave with their neighbors, hoping no bomb will fall from the sky. Finally, a siren blares all clear. Everyone sighs. Outside, Sachiko's friends ask if she would like to play house. Yes, she would. Sachiko and her friends laugh together and make mud dumplings with their small hands. An enemy bomber rumbles high above the clouds. No one notices it until it's too late. Sachiko looks around. What happened? So I'm gonna stop the story real fast. I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you think happened here? By looking at the picture and looking at Sachiko and her mother, what do you think is happening here? Oh, I can't see. Whoever wants to speak, can you mind just unmuting themselves? Make sure to take turns, okay?
Okay.
I think that those are like blow the parts of houses and then some ashes.
We see ashes. We see in the background. What do we see in the background?
We see the
Go ahead, Lauren. I'll help you, Miss Brianna. You can't see the screen.
Yeah, I can't see the names either.
I'll call for you. Lauren, go ahead. Start.
I see a person laying down there, and
Sachiko, that's Sachiko and her mom.
oh, okay. It looks like Chico was like hit by a bomb or something. It looks like he got really hurt.
Yeah.
Sebastian?
I think that they bombed the whole place.
Yeah, right. Look at everything in the background's gone. The bomb actually destroyed everything. So I'm gonna ask you, how would you feel if this happened to your home and to your family? How would you feel?
It would feel bad.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. And
I would feel
I
sad.
dropped atomic bombs.
Atomic bomb. So do you
Yes.
think your family would be suffering? Remember, suffering, we use it to endure pain. So look at Sachiko, she's on the ground. She must be suffering a lot with her family right now because everything she knows is lost, right? Okay. Father, mother, Sachiko, and Misa survive. Brothers Aki and Ichiro do too, but not Toshi. Little Toshi is killed in the blast. Through the day and into the night, fires burn across the city. Early in the morning, Sachiko's father makes a decision. We must leave Nagasaki. A train is coming to take us away from the city. We must go now. follow me. In a small hospital away from Nagasaki. Oh, sorry, wrong page. Everywhere people are suffering. I'm so thirsty, voices whisper. Water, please, please, water. In a small hospital away from Nagasaki, Sachiko's brothers are now very sick. No one understands why. No one understands it is because of the radiation from the bomb. Aki dies. Then Ichiro dies. Sachiko and sister Misa become ill. So do mother and father. Ice chips help soothe their burning throats, but nothing can stop the pain, not even the end of the war. 2 years pass before Sachiko's family returns to Nagasaki. Sachiko's father digs through the rubble that was once their home. Something glimmers in the dust, something green and shiny. Grandmother's bowl. It has survived without even a chip or crack. Everyone in Sachiko's family has touched this bowl. Everyone has eaten from it, even Aki, Ichiro, and little Toshi. At their evening meal, Sachiko's mother places the precious bowl in the middle of a wooden crate. Sachiko and her family press their hands together and bow their heads. Itadakimasu. As cicados sing their summer song, another August 9th arrives. In the morning, Sachiko's family kneels in front of the wooden crate. This time, Sachiko's mother fills grandmother's bowl with ice. Sachiko's mother speaks softly. We must never forget what happened on this day. Remember how a chip of ice eased our thirst? As the ice melts, let us remember all who have suffered and all who have died. We must pray that such a terrible war never happens again. 5 years pass. The radiation from the bomb makes more people sick. Sachiko's sister becomes ill and dies. Another 5 years pass. Sachiko's father becomes ill and dies. Each August, Sachiko's mother fills grandmother's bowl with ice. Sachiko and her mother watch the ice melt. Together, they remember what happened. Together, they pray for peace. Then, Sachiko's mother becomes ill and dies. In August, Sachiko fills grandmother's bowl with ice. She bows her head as the ice melts. Grandmother's bowl is now Sachiko's to care for. Sachiko fills grandmother's bowl with good things to eat, just as her mother did. She presses her hands together and bows her head. Itadakimasu. On August 9th, 50 years after the war's end, Sachiko fills grandmother's bowl with ice. She can no longer be silent about what happened to her. She must tell her story. The world must know that such a bomb can never be used again. That evening, Sachiko stands before a group of children and shares her story for the first time. She begins, "What happened to me must never happen to you." And the children listen. All right, that's the end of the story. Now, if you look at these pictures, look, it's little Sachiko and her family. Can you guys see it on the top? And if you look to the right, there's grandmother's bowl, her real bowl in 2019. And if you look again, there's Sachiko talking to the little children about her story. All right, thumbs up if you like the story. Did you guys like it? It's very sad, but it's important that we must know what happened to Sachiko and her life, right? Now I'm just gonna ask some questions, and we don't have to write anything down. It's just for you guys to talk about it, okay? So the first question, what did the bowl symbolize? Do you guys know what that means, symbolize? What do you think the bowl meant for the family?
Miss Brianna, do you want me to call?
Yes, please, please.
All right, Meridian, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that picture was taken kind of recently.
Yeah, it was taken like almost 2.5 years ago. Yeah, that's very recent. So it's still work like in perfect condition now. After that bombing in Nagasaki, it's still perfect. That's crazy. Do you know what that bowl meant to the family? What do you think it meant?
Naomi?
I think it meant how important it was to the family, and they could pass it down to generations and generations.
That's great, Naomi. How about one more person?
Lauren?
I have a theory.
Yes, what is it?
What if the bomb made COVID-19?
What if the bomb made COVID-19?
Yeah, but if it's still like the radiation's
The
still
air
there.
and stuff like that. That's a good theory. I'm not sure to say yes or no, but that is a really, really good theory.
It might have happened a while ago, so I don't know why it's starting right now.
Okay. So when we see this bowl in the middle of the family, do you look at the mom? Do you see her face? Look, she looks really sad, right? This is when after little Toshi passes away from the bomb, remember? And you see there's not that many family members, but look, after what happened, they're still surrounding the table and eating together with like a family. So that bowl means something to them. It means hope, and they hope for peace, right? Even after what happened to their family, they still pray and they still like hope that everything's gonna be okay for them, right? Okay, so next question. If this was told from a different person, say a child from America who came to visit Nagasaki and this happened to them, would the story still be the same? What do you guys think? If this was told from a person who came from the United States to Nagasaki, do you think this person would tell their story the same as Sachiko? Miss Benitez.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah,
You're okay.
go ahead, Penelope.
I don't think so, because like the child will never experience what
Sachiko?
the Chico experienced.
Yeah, right. She just came to visit this place. This place doesn't really mean that much as it is for Sachiko. That's a really good point of view. How about another person?
Let's see here. Sebastian?
I don't think it would ever be the same story because they didn't suffer how much the mom suffered. They suffered a bomb and they suffered lost children. And I don't just think that it would be a good story for a person that didn't realize what actually happened. It would be good.
That's amazing, Sebastian, right? Because a girl or boy of America wouldn't have suffered as much as Sachiko because this is her home. And she lost a lot of people that she knew from Nagasaki, the city of Nagasaki. So that's really how different it would be from Sachiko's point of view, because this is really important for her. This is her home. This is her life, you know? So the story would definitely be different. Oh, I see. Zachariah, how about you?
What we're talking about, and I will share.
If you can't share on topic.
I'm not sure what happened. But Miss Brianna, it's 8:42 and it's time for their break, but we can come back to this and finish it together at 9.
Oh, I won't be able to be here.
Oh, that's okay. I love this story so much. This really hit home to us, I think, and just about everything that we're talking about is becoming somebody else's point of view and using, but I can finish it for you, and you did an excellent job. I love it. What can we unmute
Amazing.
Miss Brianna?
Bye, Miss Brianna.
Thank you, Miss Brianna.
Thank you.
Bye,
Miss
Over Miss
Brianna.
B.
Thank you.
Bye, Over Miss B.
Thank you.
You guys are so sweet. Thank you for answering all my questions. And I hope you learned a lot from this story.
Bye, Over Miss B.
This was the first time I heard this story, so I was
Yeah,
And
me too.
about the background.
beautiful.
I was gonna do that. But thank you guys so much. I'm sorry